Come ride the roads and see the country with me through the eyes of a trucker. Okay, this is a little short video on electronic trip planning. Hope you enjoy.
See, we get the load assignment, pick up stop-offs, and some other bullshit with routing. Anyway, start with our load assignment, and then we go ahead and enter it onto my little note-taking PDF.
First program here is a real neat little program called PDF, and what that's going to allow me to do is write down all the trip info. So I've got these blanks already saved. I'm going to go ahead and duplicate one here so that I can use it. That way I've got a new one whenever I need it. You can see it puts it right on my desktop there. Go ahead and change the title to the trip number just in case so I can find it quickly. And once I get that done, bit of a slow typer. There we go. Take it out of the edit mode, open it up. And what's cool about this program is I just press down on it, I pick ink, and that gives me that neat little box. And I can then start filling in the information just using my finger right off the screen, right onto there. And the advantage to this, of course, is once I have all this information written down, I don't have to have a Qualcomm. Don't need it because I've got all the information I need right there on one screen. You know, flipping back and forth with a Qualcomm or waiting 10 minutes for it to reboot because you need some information can be a bit of a pain. So this eliminates all that. So as you can see, I'm just entering in the information, weight, pieces. I can only enter what I know, of course. Some of it will have to get entered, like the trailer number and the BOLs, once I pick up the load. But I'm getting the preliminary work done here. Put in the pickup number. Then on the other side, if I can ever get that done, on the other side, there we go, we got the pickup date, which this load's already late, and the delivery date. That's going to be for the final stop or the only stop, depending on how that works. This trip happens to have 3 stops. Go ahead and put in late there. And this is going to be subject to change, but for right now it's due on the 7th at 8 a.m. You can also come in here and erase stuff and basically edit it as you please as things change, because as you know, it's a fluid environment out here. So go ahead and start filling in the shipper information there. It goes on the top one, and then the ones below, of course, will be the different receivers. I believe I'm coming up to a point here where I just go ahead and skip ahead. Yep, there we go, a few minutes later. And I'm putting in the mileage right now, the deadhead, the loaded, the total, and that's pretty much going to wrap this up. Now this is going to be accessible both on my iPad, and if I go into the shipper and I need numbers and stuff, it'll also be right there on my iPhone, because everything syncs with iCloud. So if it's on iPad, it's on iPhone. Anyway, as you can see, I now have the completed sheet, and all my information is right there on call as needed. Fuel stops, mileage, numbers, everything I need. Okay, now this next little one here is my little spreadsheet that I made in numbers. Basically I use this to track income, so I have a kind of idea of what I'm going to make if I'm getting ripped royally, which is definitely something you want to worry about at Stevens, because they are famous for screwing you. Anyway, you enter in the trip number, pickup date, delivery date, the empty miles, and the loaded miles. And there's places on there to figure in the fuel surcharge and all that good stuff. then I go ahead and once I get that entered, I'll go ahead and copy that trip number down to other places where it's going to be needed. Down here I track expenses like scale tickets and trailer washouts. Down there fuel, and last but not least, any cash advances go down on the bottom. Go ahead and fill in my cities that I'm going to be getting fuel in. That way it's ready to go. As you notice next to that, fuel costs, DEF costs. Discount is an approximation. This sheet does have to be tweaked once I get the settlement to get it to balance. Like I said, it's just an idea of where I'm at, not an exact number, but an idea. It's a helpful little tool. You have to actually make this, of course. The spreadsheet comes blank, but once you've made it, and I've got a few others in here I can show you, and you're ready to go. Helps you keep on top of things, and that's what you need.
Here it is on the GPS. I've already gone ahead and entered everything. This lets you see, if you can see that, how many miles between each stop for the entire trip. And then it also lets you see the entire trip route with all the stops, so you have a general idea there what you're doing. Yeah, Ram McNally's been pretty good. Sometimes it takes you out of the way, but it hasn't taken me anywhere I can't go yet, or it really messed me up bad, you know, to where I was on some little one-way street or something. Hasn't happened. And I've been using it for about 2 years now. Of course, always exercise common sense when using GPS.
Okay, last but not least is this nifty little truck stop application I found. Basically replaces that cumbersome truck stop book that gets outdated. Here's where I am. We're going to go ahead and look in Florida now. And you see all the different choices there, all the different truck stops. I'm going to pick parking. We're just going to go with everything. And voila, there's the whole state of Florida. But I'm going to fine tune it some more and go to the town Wildwood, since I'll probably end up camped there, and see what there is for parking. Well, we got a pilot and a TA. So we highlight the pilot. There it is. Shows you where the exit is. Hit the info button. As you can see, there's a whole 10 parking spots. TA, same thing. Well, it's a little better. Got 170. Anyway, it's a very handy tool. You can use it in any state. You can fine-tune it however you want.
Well, that was a fun little exercise on how we enter the data and how it goes into the spreadsheet and the GPS system, and how we use the truck stop finder to look at truck stops that we might be staying at, and how many parking spaces. Unfortunately, these lame idiots who knew I was clear this morning at 5:30 didn't send this load that was due to be picked up yesterday until I had 3 hours left on my 14. And of course, when I told them that, well, I'm not going to be able to get there tonight because I'm going to be out of time, now they're breaking out and, well, why'd you take that load? Why did you say you had hours? I'm Stevens and I'm stupid. Yeah. At 5:30 this morning, they should have sent me this load. This load would have been picked up. I had got to the second fuel stop by tonight. Now, they got nothing. Because they're stupid. Dang, but I only got 34 more days of this crap to put up with, and I can go to some real company, work for real people that actually have a brain. Whoa, that's impressive, huh? Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the little tutorial. That's how we enter stuff. I had planned on continuing on with that, but at this point it looks like this load's not going to fly. But if it does, hey, I'll continue. Anyway, y'all have a good one.